The other day when I was talking about the Velma show, I was talking about how there are just a lot of cartoons out there that just need to end. And not even just cartoons, just TV shows in general. There are a lot of TV shows out there that just desperately need to end because there's no point to keep it going except for money. Like, actually, there are so many TV shows out there that have no reason to exist, or to not to exist, but to keep going. Like, there's a lot of TV shows out there, like Grey's Anatomy, The Walking Dead. I'm surprised The Simpsons is even still going. I'm pretty sure Family Guy is still going too, even though The Simpsons and Family Guy aren't as bad as The Walking Dead or Grey's Anatomy. Like, they still just, like, it's already gone on for so long enough. But I believe, though, that there is one TV show out there that just needs to end more than any show I've seen, because it's gotten so bad, like, it's just become completely run down to the point where a new episode of it is just completely unbearable and so unoriginal. Spongebob. I think anyone who watches TV at least knows who SpongeBob is. It's like impossible to not know who SpongeBob is. He is one of the most recognizable and well-known cartoon characters out there. Basically, what I'm saying is SpongeBob obviously is one of the most iconic characters ever. Like, it's impossible to not recognize SpongeBob. And SpongeBob is obviously a goated show. The first two seasons of SpongeBob are some of the greatest television seasons we have ever seen. They are great. They are amazing. Like, actually just unbelievably amazing. But after that, the show kind of went into a downfall because a lot of the new seasons weren't as good as the original three. And honestly, I think that they're on like their 20th season. And my god, is it just so unbearable. SpongeBob has gotten to a point where every single joke or any attempt at being funny is just so bad, because a lot of the times the jokes or they make are just references to old SpongeBob like gags or SpongeBob memes, and they're just not good. Like, they're actually just not good. Like for example, the most like recent thing I've seen about SpongeBob in a new episode was SpongeBob reveals that his tie isn't actually a tie, it's just a clip-on tie. Like that, those kind of jokes, but where they basically just talking about like flaws of the character. Watch, I guarantee you, in like a few weeks, they're going to be talking about how SpongeBob's like sleeves on his arms are just like these little attachable sleeves or whatever. Like that's the kind of humor now, and it's just gotten to a point where it's just not good. It's just not good anymore. They're just pushing out these episodes to just make a buck, I guess, because I don't understand who's watching this unless there's like some huge SpongeBob super fans out there. And I honestly, I believe that it's kind of just ruining the character of SpongeBob, because obviously you can never end a show like SpongeBob because he's just so well known. There just has to be something new with SpongeBob. But it's just like it's getting to a point where it's just not funny anymore. Like all the ideas they have for SpongeBob, like new episodes, they just aren't good. Because the reason why things like Family Guy and South Park have gone on for so long is because they're adult shows, so they can make more references towards, real world things, which is why South Park episodes are always good, because every new episode they make is always relating to something that's going on in the world at that time. Like, for example, when they roasted Lizzo and healthcare, and another one where they roasted Prime and OnlyFans. Like, they can just keep going on forever about these episodes because there are just so many things happening in the world that they could just easily make an episode out of. But with SpongeBob is not an adult show. SpongeBob is a show made for kids. So I just don't understand how they can continuously keep making these episodes, and in what world do they find them funny? Because they're not. They're really not funny. They're just so unbearable, and they're just really difficult to watch. And honestly, I believe they keep doing this, it will just completely ruin the reputation of SpongeBob. Obviously, the first two seasons of SpongeBob will never be ruined. Like, those are completely untouchable. They are some of the greatest TV you will ever watch. The first two seasons of SpongeBob, and then obviously the movies are good, like the SpongeBob SquarePants movie and Sponge Out of Water is great. Sponge on a Run isn't that good, and I'm pretty sure the Sand and Chase movie isn't great either. But besides that, like, the first two SpongeBob movies are goated, and so are the first three seasons of SpongeBob. Like, that's obviously, clear that they're all goated. The first two movies and the first two seasons of SpongeBob are all goated. And the spin-offs are terrible, obviously, but I just believe that they really keep going with making more of these awful episodes, then it's really not gonna be good. They're just gonna be completely run down into the ground to the point where just it's just begging to just be canceled because there's no reason to keep going with SpongeBob. And yeah, that's kind of about it, honestly. I'm out of here.